Hello there. Welcome to Cineplot Recap. Today we are going to go through the classic Japanese movie Rashomon. Rashomon is a classic movie directed by Akira Kurosawa and released in 1950. It's one of the most influential films in cinema history. The story is famous for its narrative structure. Multiple characters recounting the same event, a murder and a sexual abuse, from different, conflicting perspectives. It explores the nature of truth, memory, and subjectivity. It was also the film that really put Japanese cinema on the global map, especially after it won the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival and an honorary Oscar. Please sit back, relax, and let us walk you through the movie Rashomon. The movie begins as rain pours endlessly over the decaying gates of Rashomon. A woodcutter and a priest sit in silence beneath the ruined archway, sheltering themselves from the storm and something deeper, a crisis of conscience. A murder trial they have just witnessed has shaken them, not simply because of the crime itself, but because of the lies surrounding it. A ragged commoner joins them, curious about their troubled expressions. When he presses them for the story, the woodcutter says, "If it weren't for this, I wouldn't have lost my faith in the human soul." And so, in the dim light beneath the ruined gate, they begin to share the tale, not as a sequence of facts, but as a collection of competing truths. The first version comes from Tajimaru, a notorious bandit now in custody. In his account, he spotted a samurai and his wife traveling through the woods and was immediately captivated by the woman's beauty. He lured the samurai away with a lie about ancient swords hidden in the forest. Once alone, he ambushed and bound the man. Tajimaru then returned for the wife. He claims he seduced her, not sexual abused her, and that she eventually submitted willingly. Afterward, she was so moved that she demanded he fight her husband to prove his love. With honor, he cut the samurai free, and they engaged in a fierce duel. Tajimaru, by skill, killed the man. But when he turned to the woman, she had disappeared. He tells this version proudly, casting himself as a romantic outlaw, a man of passion and principle. Then comes the wife's testimony, told through trembling lips. In her version, Tajimaru assaulted her against her will. Afterward, she crawled to her husband, who was still tied up, expecting compassion or forgiveness. But he only stared at her with cold, accusing eyes. His silence broke her. Her shame turned to madness. She collapsed, holding a dagger, and when she awoke, her husband was dead. Whether she killed him in a fit of delirium or he took his own life, she does not know. This version paints her as a broken woman, more a victim of her husband's judgment than the bandit's violence. In a chilling scene, a spirit medium, convulsing under possession, speaks with the voice of the dead samurai himself. He claims Tajimaru violated his wife and then tried to convince her to run away with him. To the samurai's horror, she agreed, but only if the bandit killed her husband. Even Tajimaru was stunned. He scorned her and left her behind. Now free, the samurai, devastated by his wife's betrayal, took her dagger and committed suicide beneath the trees. This version paints the woman as heartless, the bandit as not a killer but a man with some twisted code of honor, and the samurai as a tragic, noble figure undone by disgrace. The three men in the gate sit in silence. The commoner laughs bitterly. None of the stories match. The bandit claims an honorable duel. The woman blames her shame. The dead man accuses betrayal. The truth seems hopelessly out of reach. The priest is shaken. "I don't want to hear any more," he says. "It's all too horrible." But the woodcutter speaks again. He reveals there is yet another version, one he never told the court. In hushed tones, the woodcutter reveals he saw everything. After the bandit sexual abused the woman, she didn't weep or faint. Instead, she turned on both men. She demanded that they fight for her, saying she could not go on living while both of them knew her shame. At first, neither man wanted to fight. The bandit hesitated. The samurai refused. Eventually, they clashed, but there was nothing noble in it. The duel was clumsy, full of fear and desperation. They scrambled, tripped, flailed at each other like cowards. Tajimaru, by sheer luck or persistence. 1. He killed the samurai. The woman, seeing how pathetic they both were, fled in disgust. The woodcutter admits he kept quiet because he didn't want to be involved. The commoner sneers. You also stole the woman's dagger, didn't you? He says. The woodcutter doesn't deny it. In this final version, no one is innocent. Everyone lied, Tajimaru to glorify himself, the wife to gain sympathy, the samurai to save face, the woodcutter to preserve his reputation. Truth is not only elusive, it is willfully distorted. Just then, a baby's cry pierces the gloom. An infant has been abandoned near the gate, wrapped in rags. The commoner grabs the baby's clothes and charm, stealing what little it has, and laughs as he walks into the rain. See, he says. All men are motivated by self-interest. The priest is disheartened. Now I truly have lost my faith in the human soul, he says. But the woodcutter approaches the baby, lifts it gently into his arms, and says quietly that he will take the child home. He already has 6 of his own, what's one more? The priest, deeply moved, realizes that not all is lost. Even if people lie, even if truth is fractured, there are still moments of kindness that restore our hope. The rain ends. The woodcutter, holding the baby, walks out into the sunlight, and the camera lingers on the crumbling gate as the storm gives way to light. Rashomon is not a mystery that needs solving. It's not about who really killed the samurai or whether the woman lied. It's a meditation on the nature of truth, memory, pride, and self-deception. Each character tells a version that protects their image, and even the seemingly honest hide their flaws. The film doesn't ask us to judge who's right, it asks us to reflect on why people distort the truth, and what that says about human nature. But Kurosawa does not leave us in total despair. The final gesture, the woodcutter taking in the abandoned baby, is quiet but profound. In a world clouded by lies and shadows, there is still room for compassion, for decency, for redemption. And maybe that's enough. Thank you for watching Cineplot Recap. Please like, subscribe, and click on the notification icon for more movie recap. See you on the next video.